Can a surah that curses a man 1,400 years ago actually save you today? Abu Lahab was destroyed by it. But for one young man, this same surah became a lifeline, a shield, and the very reason his heart returned to Allah. This is his story, and perhaps it could be yours.
Surah Al-Masad, the curse that became a shield lahubun kitabun maftuhun story.
Ahmed was 27 years old. By all outward appearances, he was successful. He had a high-paying job in Dubai, drove a luxury car, and his Instagram was filled with pictures of fancy dinners, gym selfies, and weekend trips. People back home admired him. MashaAllah, Ahmed is living the dream. But what nobody knew was that inside, Ahmed was rotting. Every night, when he came back to his apartment, he felt the weight of emptiness pressing on his chest. He scrolled endlessly on his phone, comparing himself to people richer, fitter, and happier. He knew he had fallen into arrogance, mocking religious relatives, skipping salah, and laughing at Quran reciters on YouTube. One night, drunk on pride and despair, he stood in front of the mirror and whispered, "I'm not Abu Lahab, am I?" That question shook him. That night Ahmed couldn't sleep. His room was pitch dark. At 2 a.m., he heard noises, faint whispers, scratching sounds near his window. He tried to dismiss it as imagination, but then he felt something heavier, a presence. He pulled the blanket tighter, but his heart pounded like drums. Out of desperation, he opened his phone and searched Quran for protection. The first surah that popped up was Surah Al-Masad. He laughed nervously. This surah? The one about Abu Lahab. But with nothing else to hold on to, he pressed play. The reciter's voice filled his empty room.
تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب.
The moment the sound echoed, the whispers stopped. The scratching ceased. His chest eased. For the first time in months, he felt the air in his room lighten. He slept with the surah playing on repeat. The next morning, Ahmed woke up calmer. Out of curiosity, he researched Surah Al-Masad. He learned that it wasn't just a curse on one man. It was Allah's eternal judgment on arrogance, pride, and enmity towards truth. He read how Abu Lahab, despite being family to the Prophet, peace be upon him, mocked him and said, "Perish you, Muhammad." And Allah responded by eternally cursing him. Ahmed thought, "Isn't that me? I mock religion. I think my wealth makes me untouchable. I live like arrogance is my crown." That realization cut him deep, and for the first time, he recited Surah Al-Masad with intention, not as a curse on Abu Lahab, but as a cure for his own disease. Ahmed made a promise. He would recite Surah Al-Masad every night before bed, no matter what. At first, it felt strange. He wondered why this surah? People recite Yasin, Ikhlas, Falak, Nas, but me? Al-Masad. But the more he recited, the more it began to seep into his heart. Every Tabat Yada reminded him that pride is worthless. Every Ma'agna Anhum Maluho reminded him that wealth won't save him. Every Sayaslan Naran reminded him that arrogance leads to fire. And strangely, every night he recited it, he slept without nightmares. Weeks passed. One Friday, Ahmed went to a party with colleagues. Music, alcohol, laughter. He fell into old habits. At 3 a.m., he stumbled back to his apartment. That night, he forgot to recite Surah Al-Masad. As he drifted to sleep, he felt the old darkness return. Whispers in the room, shadows near the walls. He tried to move, but he couldn't. Sleep paralysis gripped him. His heart thundered. In desperation, he forced his dry tongue to whisper.
تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب.
Instantly, the grip loosened. The whispers vanished. He shot up, sweating, shaking. From that night, he understood this surah wasn't random. Allah had chosen it as a shield. Ahmed's relationship with the Quran grew. He began reciting Surah Al-Masad daily, not just at night. On the metro, at lunch break, quietly while driving. Slowly, the verses reshaped him. He stopped mocking religious cousins. He began praying again, awkward at first, then sincerely. He started giving tzedakah, realizing wealth will not benefit on that day. He He deleted mocking captions on Instagram. Friends noticed. "Bro, you've changed. What happened?" Ahmed would smile softly and say, "A surah cursed a man 1,400 years ago, but it saved me today." Scholars say continuous recitation of Surah Al-Masad carries hidden benefits. It protects the heart from arrogance and pride. It reminds you daily that wealth and lineage mean nothing before Allah. It strengthens your belief in the certainty of Allah's promise. It is a spiritual shield against the whispers of Shaytan, for the arrogance of Abu Lahab is the arrogance of Iblis. For Ahmed, each recitation was like peeling away another layer of his ego. 1 year later, Ahmed's company collapsed during an economic crisis. Overnight, he lost his job, car, and apartment. Friends abandoned him. In the silence of his empty flat, he recited Surah Al-Masad louder than ever.
ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب.
His wealth will not avail him or that which he gained. The verse hit him like a mirror. He smiled through tears. Ya Allah, you warned me long before. You stripped me of my Abu Lahab pride, but you gave me something better, faith. That night, he slept peacefully despite having nothing. Years passed. Ahmed rebuilt his life, humbler this time. He volunteered at masjids, taught children Quran, and often shared his story. How a surah that cursed an enemy of Islam saved me from becoming one myself. He told them, never underestimate the small surahs. Recite them, repeat them, live by them. Even Surah Al-Masad, which many ignore, can change your life if you let it. Brothers and sisters, Surah Al-Masad is not just about Abu Lahab. It is about us, our arrogance, our pride, our illusions of wealth. Continuous recitation burns away these diseases of the heart until only humility remains. So tonight, before you sleep, open your Quran. Recite Surah Al-Masad. Not once, not twice, but continuously until its fire purifies your soul. And remember, the surah that cursed one man could be the surah that saves you. This is Deeninminute, where Quran stories aren't just history, they're your life. Subscribe, share, and let Surah Al-Masad be your shield tonight.